Let's talk about the risks of using a weighted hula hoop. Welcome to episode number 2 of my Spin and Chat series. If you can, please try and spin your hula hoop, because that way the information lands quicker, because your brain is more oxygenated, so you understand and remember things more if you keep moving. And you just keep getting fitter and fitter. If with a weighted hula hoop you manage to keep a hula hoop going, well done, you qualified, level 1 complete. This is the only thing that weighted hula hoops are good for. If someone has tried all sorts of different hula hoops and always kept failing and couldn't manage to keep a hula hoop going, the weighted hula hoop, is the easiest hula hoop in the world to keep going. But once a person figured out how to keep a hula hoop going, they should no longer carry on using these. Why? Because they are dangerous. Many people do not want to hear about the risks. Guess what? Then this video is not for you. A lot of people already decided that this is their happy ever after. They don't want to do anything. They just want to stand in one spot, waist hula hoop for eternity with a weighted hula hoop. Those need no help. They will learn. They will not listen for now. I'm not sure if you ever heard this. You cannot make one hear a message they are not ready to hear, but we cannot underestimate the power of planting a seed. Because when things start hurting, they will want to listen. There are those who tried these hula hoops. They are now feeling excited because they managed to keep it up, but they notice that their back hurts. And they are stuck with their physique. It seems like that initially they did change a bit and dropped a few inches, but not anymore. If this is your observation, you're not on your own. A lot of people lose a few inches in the beginning. They religiously carry on, even train through pain for years, and still they are not changing their physique. And there's good explanation. If your back hurts, it is for a reason. In the next few minutes together, we are going to have a look at the human spine and what these weighted hula hoops do to the intervertebral discs. And this story has a happy ending because there's solutions and super easy practical tips that I give you in this video so that you can make your hula hooping workout safe for you and sustainable and effective. Why are these dangerous to the back? Years ago, when I was still studying at the British School of Osteopathy, I actually had to go through a whole bunch of books to get the information that now you can just get for one single click. I'm not saying books are obsolete, they are amazing. And AI sometimes says and does stupid stuff, but you're saving a lot of time. You don't have to commute to lectures like I did in London and buy a lot of expensive books. You can easily research a bulging or herniated disc for free from the comfort of your own home. It is a bulging or herniated disc that a lot of people develop when they use these weighted hula hoops. You may wonder why. Why? I never use these hula hoops ever. I only have this one so that I can show it to you in videos. The only problem with this hula hoop is that it's so heavy that it's not suitable to use anywhere else but only around the waist, and people just waist hula hoop. And while they are actually making huge sacrifices, trying to work hard and get very organized to fit in exercise into their busy, hectic day, they are earning themselves a repetitive strain injury, because this is all you do when you're waist hula hooping. And if you do look up bulging discs or herniated discs, then you will see exactly why a lot of people develop these problems when they are doing this repeatedly for hours and hours. Because these discs are between the vertebrae to reduce friction. But even these can wear out, and wear and tear is exactly the problem. Just like with medications, usually of course they point out what is it that the medication can help you achieve, what kind of relief or benefit it brings, and sometimes at the end they tell you with tiny little letters what kind of risks and side effects you can expect. With these hula hoops, the benefits are that they are cheap, easy to buy, they are super easy to keep going, but nobody talks about the risks. To demonstrate what is happening to your intervertebral discs in your spine as you exercise or you exist, you live and do your daily things, I've blown up some balloons and I want to show you something. As you move about in your day-to-day activities, of course your muscles move, your bones move, but also the intervertebral discs are stimulated. You apply pressure on these and they make it possible for people to move their spine so they're not stuck and frozen, but they are able to bend and twist and turn. And when we do that, there's pressure applied on the discs. This is a happy disc. A happy disc enjoys all kinds of stimulation, lots of variety, lots of gliding, lots of wellness. This is an unhappy disc. It's pissed off. It's irritated. Irritation is what the person develops when they keep doing exactly the same over and over again. Because if a person relentlessly keeps applying pressure on the same spot, the wear and tear after a while make things pop. I'm not going to make this pop for you because that would be too loud, but you get the idea. When people are waist hula hooping until the cows go home with their weighted hula hoop, because that is all one can do with these kind of hula hoops, you can't do anything else. They keep applying pressure on the same spot, same angle, on the posterior side of the disc in between the vertebrae in the lumbar area. This is the lumbar spine. So if you experience pain in this area, maybe give it a rest. Don't overdo it. Do something else. You're not doomed. Well done for being so hardworking and making the decision to exercise. But please just listen to your body because it's giving you a sign. It's like a notification, like when your phone is telling you that your battery is low. Your spine is telling you you've overdone it a bit. If you don't carry on trashing your back, a little bit of irritation is something that your body can cope with. Believe it or not, bulging discs and herniated discs can reabsorb. Especially if you're a teenage virgin. If you're my age or older, it takes a bit longer. But never ignore signs your body is sending you. It is absolutely normal in a clinic environment that people walk in. Those who do a lot of running, they trash their knees. Those who do a lot of Zumba, they also trash their knees. And those who do a lot of waist hula hooping, they trash their discs. Not everyone is at risk, and there's actually very easy ways to avoid this problem. So let's talk about that. Who is at risk? You're not much likely to see teenage virgins who are in excellent shape using these hula hoops. Young people are very resilient and they bounce back from anything. They get away with murder. They are fine and safe. If you're old like me, I smell and look like roadkill in the morning, and my body is very sensitive because as we age, we go through hormonal changes as well. That has a huge impact on the intervertebral discs, and absolutely everything is impacted by age. Let's face it, as we get older, we are just falling apart. So do research it if you do not believe me, but the discs between your vertebrae get very sensitive and delicate as you age. If you carry extra weight, especially around your middle, then that changes the alignment of your spine. If you never heard this, again, you can ask an osteopath, a physiotherapist, or ask AI. Your spine is not finished ever. Actually, all of your bones are constantly responding to all the forces and the environment that they are exposed to. So you're not doomed. There's a lot of things going on and changing as you're changing and your lifestyle changes. One example is pregnancy. When a woman becomes pregnant and she starts gaining weight, her center of gravity shifts towards the front. That changes the alignment of her spine. That is when these curvatures get bigger and more emphasized. Why? So that with all that excess weight, the pregnant mom-to-be will not face plant. So just because our center of mass changes, so we carry extra weight here and there, our spine is responding at all times. And this extra curvature in pregnant women usually leads to back pain. That's why it's absolutely normal and almost expected that pregnant women develop back pain. And the human body is so amazing because once that bump is gone, because we deliver a beautiful baby, we can get back to normal. Our center of mass returns back to normal as we breastfeed and we get back to our shape. And these extra curvatures and the back pain is gone. So the human body is always on your side. It's always trying to keep you going, to keep you functioning and look after you. Forever changing, responding to whatever it is that you're up to. But if someone carries extra weight around the middle, and let's say they are not pregnant, let's say they are going through perimenopause, there can be all kinds of reasons, hormonal and all sorts, that leads to the accumulation of excess weight. Unfortunately, that puts a lot of pressure on the spine, and that makes us develop these curvatures so that we are responding to whatever is going on. That means even those who carry extra weight, they are more at risk. So let's sum it up. Who is at risk? People above 35. Their intervertebral discs are still going to be more delicate and show signs of wear and tear quicker than before the age of 35. and people whose spines are already under a lot of tension because they carry extra weight, especially if that weight accumulates around the middle. Also, if someone does something repeatedly, it doesn't just have to be waist hula hooping. A lot of people do a lot of bending and lifting and twisting at work. So if you do a lot of repetitive movement for work, then you're more at risk also, because all of these contribute to a lot of wear and tear, a lot more abuse on the intervertebral discs. There's also a group of people, fitness instructors and influencers, who are not likely to develop any problems. You may wonder why. If they are young, of course, age is on their side, and also normally they do not carry a lot of extra weight around their middle. And the biggest thing on their side is variety. A lot of the times fitness instructors and influencers, they get quite excited that now they can offer hula hooping on top of all their other things that they offer. So they are going to try hula hooping, and that way they are also able to sell hula hoops. And they are not at risk of developing injuries, so they don't even talk about it that much, but they just keep selling these. But what keeps them safe is what could keep anyone safe. It's variety, because these people are not just doing hula hooping only, they are doing different kinds of exercises. So they do their yoga and weightlifting, jump roping and Pilates, all that stuff all week. I do absolutely nothing else, I just hula hoop once a day. And that I've been doing for over 17 years. But I never use weighted hula hoops. I use HDPE hula hoops. Although I did start off waist hula hooping, but once I managed to keep it up around my waist, I started learning new moves, and that is what I teach in my courses as well on my website. Then let's come to the happy ending. What's the solution? I've been a professional hula hooper for over 17 years and I hula hoop almost every single day. I don't waist hula hoop that much, to be honest, because I have a lot of other body parts. So if you're curious and you really like this hula hoop thing, you can actually try what it's like to spin your hula hoop on other body parts. Or if you don't really want to try other moves, then you could try other kinds of workouts like yoga or weightlifting, or go jogging. Try jump roping. Just give your body some variety. Just treat your body with kindness and respect, and pamper it and listen to it. Of course, about our age, there's not much we can do. We are not getting any younger. And if we are carrying extra weight around our middle, it won't just evaporate, right? We've got to do something about it. That's why people start hula hooping. Then what you can do is please avoid repetitive strain. People love to email me about this. I don't own a single one of these. I can see they are extremely cheap and they are from China. It looks like they couldn't finish us all with COVID, so now they want to break our spines. You're going to trash your lumbar spine with these. But I agree, they are cheap. How amazing. But once this hula hoop stays up, consider that as level 1, you completed it. Amazing, what a huge achievement. You're taking responsibility for shedding those inches around that waist. And then move on to something lighter and smaller. I'm not talking tiny toy shop hoops because these are going to be almost impossible to keep up. But an HDPE hula hoop is absolutely possible to keep up, even for a grown-up who is trying to shed the extra inches around the waist. Once you can keep up a weighted hula hoop around your waist, you will be surprised how much sweatier this will make you, because a hoop that is lighter will make you push harder and faster. And the only thing that you can do with the weighted hula hoop is spin around your waist. Whereas with these hula hoops, you can try moves all around your body. Of course, there's a lot of people who don't want to try anything else around their body, but that is unfortunately the problem, the repetitive strain injury, that once someone discovers running, they just want to run all the time until they can't because their knees are completely destroyed. Or once someone discovers Zumba, they keep doing Zumba all the time until their knees are completely destroyed. And once people discover a weighted hula hoop, they just want to stand in one place and waist hula hoop until the discs between the vertebrae blow up. So if you do not want to spin a hula hoop on different body parts and learn different moves, then you could try different workouts. Just like those fitness instructors and influencers that I mentioned before, they don't just do waist hula hooping. They do all kinds of other things. What I love about hoops is that they tone the skin, because wherever the hoop spins, that's where the skin will look more firmer and more toned. And at my age, especially because I was pregnant before, so I was really stretched out, my skin really benefits from the toning. And with a hula hoop, I can massage and tone all my body parts. And this is why I think is a good idea that in the next Spin and Chat session, we talk about the skin and also the bruises, because a lot of the times when people start hula hooping, they experience bruising. For that, it's good to understand connective tissue and what a hula hoop does to the skin. How does this firming and toning work? If you've been hula hooping all the way through, that means you kept your hula hoop spinning for 14.5 minutes. Well done! You're really getting super fit this time, aren't you? I hope you had fun, and I see you in the next video.